Sonia is asking, I created the onboarding team from scratch in my company. I'm the solo member of the team. My bandwidth involves dealing with global clients from Asia to America, making it extremely hard for me to monitor every customer's adoption stats. That sounds like they have some internal reports for adoption statistics. What do you suggest for customers who seem to have barely any movement, even 1 month after a purchase?
Yeah, well, it's hard to know exactly what the underlying issue here is, because it sounds like Sonia is a one-person team who works with a range of different clients and probably also has responsibilities that are not just sort of the implementation and onboarding, but providing support to those folks, and I'm guessing probably involved in the pre-sales process at a relatively small company. So that is kind of challenge. And it's an expectation for people that take a job at a small company where they're the first person. It can be a lot of glory if you're still there 5 years from now and you can say, hey, I was the first person here. But you also should know what you're getting into when you join a company and you are that one person, that there are not clear roles and responsibilities. There's not specialization. You're asked to be able to do lots of different things. This particular issue of, a customer hasn't been moving on very much, unclear what the root cause is of that. But I would say what Sonia could be doing is trying to figure out, what is holding them up. Is it a product issue? Is it a resource issue on that time? Is it a lack of understanding of what needs to happen next? And try to follow up, perhaps, either with their individual, or maybe bring in your salesperson and have them reach out to the buyer and see if you can move things along.
Yeah, you hit on something that is important to me at the end there, where I think, and Sonia, I feel for you and anyone else who's out there kind of doing it themselves. And even if you're not the only one, if it's a small team and it feels like bandwidth is tight, let's, I guess a moment of appreciation for those people who are doing everything they can with limited resources. And I would say the best thing you can do for yourself and for your company is to be vocal and transparent internally, right? Make sure that if you see that somebody is not progressing, that you're not silent about that and just trying to kind of carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. But Rod talked about involving the sales team, involve the executive team, make sure that people know, hey, we've got potential failure to launch here where a customer signed and I can't get them on the phone for a month after this, or, I'm not seeing any activity. That's not something that you have to shoulder entirely on your own. And to Rod's other point, as you get more people involved, or as you're able to finally get a hold of them, maybe there are great learnings to take away from why they had a hard time getting in. You may learn things that you didn't realize about your process that made it a little bit uncomfortable for them. In the webinar last week, Rod and I talked about going through the experience yourself. And why that's so important is because you, of course, know what your experience is, but you don't know how your experience feels. So go through it yourself with some regular cadence so that you can identify things like that, and certain things may stand out to you.